Challenge tonight. We are here live in Frisco, Texas, and we got folks coming in from all over the country, like I said. And the whole idea here is to be able to have some extra focus and accountability during one of the toughest times of the year. How many know that during the holidays it can be really tough sometimes to stay on your nutrition plan? I mean, we got all kinds of parties and stuff at work, and everybody's running around with cookies and just all kinds of stuff. And of course, we just got off of Halloween, so hopefully nobody went out there with big like sacks of pillowcases to try to fill those up, right? That would be really bad. And what we know is that it is really a tough time. But when you create an accountability group, when you have a group of people that are all kind of focused on the same things, supporting one another, it's a great way to be able to stay on track, stay focused, so that we can be different than culture, right? So culture is, let's gain 3, 5, 10 pounds even between October 31st and January 1st. And we do not want that. I mean, literally, if you stayed at 0, you'd be ahead of most people. But obviously, this is a weight loss challenge, so we want to get great results, right? And so we're going to be encouraging you to be losing, 1, 2, 3 pounds a week. There's 8 weeks till Christmas. So, I mean, literally, if you lost 2 pounds a week, you could be down 16 pounds by the time Christmas gets here. I mean, talk about a present under the tree, right? I mean, like the gift of better health, the gift of more energy, the gift of better nutritional habits, and that's what we're really going to be talking about tonight. So, again, we're going to be welcoming in folks, and registration is going to be open for 2 more weeks. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. So tonight is orientation. Okay, tonight is orientation night, and that means we're just going to kind of go through some basics, kind of talk about why we're here, what our purpose is, what our mission is. We're going to share some exciting stories about what you can expect from the Weight Loss Challenge, and then we're going to be into some material. So here we go. If I can get this to work, let's see. Let's try this. There we go. So if you are local, again, we would encourage you to get on your Facebook and maybe check into the event. If you join the Facebook event, let people know that you're in the Weight Loss Challenge. No matter where you are, this is something that you can put on your Facebook page or on your Instagram or whatever, just letting people know. Make a declaration. I think it's so powerful. What you speak comes back, and you're planting these seeds of like, you know what? I'm getting in the best shape of my life. Who wants to come with me? Because this week, when somebody shows up at your job with a platter of cookies or a platter of whatever, but they remember that you put this on your Facebook page, they'll be like, oh no, I know you don't want one. And secretly you might want one, but they're going to help keep you accountable, right? So just by putting something like this on your Facebook page and saying, hey, I'm committed to getting in the best shape of my life. Who wants to go with me? And the other thing is that we're part of this whole large movement. It's really a community health initiative that we're doing from coast to coast, just really trying to encourage people to live that healthy, active lifestyle. And you guys are all a part of that. By just putting something out there, sharing it with a friend at work, sharing it with somebody at church, sharing it with somebody in your job, you'd be surprised that you can start to make an impact in other people, even when you just have some more energy or already lose a couple of pounds. So it's really kind of fun. So we're going to talk about the Weight Loss Challenge, and this is really what it's all about. The Weight Loss Challenge is really kind of based off of the TV show The Biggest Loser. Has anybody ever seen the TV show before, The Biggest Loser? My wife and I love that TV show, but here's what I can tell you. No matter how many episodes I watched, I never lost any weight. Can you believe that? I mean, I was faithful. I mean, we knew the contestants, we were rooting for the blue team. It was amazing, but I never lost any weight, no matter how many times I watched the show. But what happened was when I joined a weight loss challenge, a community weight loss challenge 3.5 years ago, all of a sudden I started getting results. Why? Because I was taught the basics of proper nutrition. I had a great coach who's actually here in the room today. She was my coach to teach me about proper eating habits, to keep me accountable, to make sure that every week when I was standing on the scale, I was getting good results. And so that's what our whole thing is. We're kind of took the principles and the concepts from The Biggest Loser, and we put it into a group support system to be able to help you reach your goals. So how many are here tonight and you got some goals in your head, right, of what you're going to be trying to lose? Online, you guys got some goals out there, right? So, right, we want to make sure that everybody's doing that. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to also be assigned a personal wellness coach. Many of you already know who your coach is. And so that coach is going to be also giving you additional information, extra support. They might come over and take your cookie jar away. They might be monitoring what you're doing, maybe encouraging you to have a food log or something like that. But they're going to be giving you extra coaching throughout the challenge in the in-between when we meet on Monday nights. The other thing that's going to happen is that every week we're going to be going over different nutrition lessons. Again, I believe that all change starts with a thought first. So if we can think differently about food and how we eat and understand what we're doing to fuel our body, it's amazing the kind of results that you can get. So we're going to be having weekly nutrition classes, and when we get all the way done to the end, we're going to be paying out some cash prizes right before Christmas, right? So that's a lot of fun too, right? Are you guys excited about cash? Woo, right? They're all nodding their heads yes, right? So it's awesome. All right, so kind of let's jump into this, all right? So for those of you that have joined online, you guys want to make sure that from your coach you should get an email with the challenge rules. It's a little different online than it is here locally, but again, everybody's on the same page. We're all paying a $25 registration fee, and that money stays in the pot, except what we decided to do for this one, since it's the holidays, we're going to take $5 from each donation, and we're going to give that to a nonprofit, the Herbalife Family Foundation, that helps feed kids all around the world, and especially during this time of the year when there are a lot of kids that are in need and stuff. So we want to be able to just give a little something back to the community. I think that's so cool, and so all of that's going to happen. Now, here guys, just so you know, by the way, if you didn't hear, even I'm joining the weight loss challenge too. So my money's going to be in the pot just as much as your money's going to be in the pot, and I like to win, okay? I took first place in a weight loss challenge. Yeah. I took an inch loser in a second weight loss challenge, and so let me tell you, you're going to have to be on your game if you want to go home with the cash. But, so what we're going to do is every person is going to get that. Every person is going to have to weigh in every week, and we're going to keep the records of that. And it's always based on the percentage of body loss, weight loss. You're going to get a wellness evaluation from your coach. If you're local here in the room, or if you're online, you'll get a wellness evaluation so we can help you determine what is your nutrition plan. What are you supposed to be eating? What are the goals that you should have for yourself every day? All right? The other thing is you're going to get a content folder. Now, for those of you that are local, we gave you some lessons that are in your packet. For those of you that are online and joining us from around the country, we're going to be emailing you some of these different handouts and information. Okay, so we want to make sure that you guys are on the same page as well, learning with us each week. Okay, so let's kind of just talk about the rules real quick. So the $25 is a non-refundable fee. So if for some reason you choose to drop out, we're not going to refund that money because it wouldn't be fair to everybody else in the challenge. So that $25 fee. So you're going to get a rule sheet that'll look like this, and you guys all have one and stuff. So this is going to be a 6-week challenge. Tonight is orientation. Registration is going to be open for 2 more weeks, which gives everybody the chance to invite more people. Now, why is that so important? Well, number one, remember the community initiative I was talking about? We want to help more people be healthy during the holidays. But number two, the more people in the pot, guess what? There's more money to win for all of us. So we want to make the pot as big as possible. And I've seen some pots of $500, $700, $1,000 and more just by having lots and lots of people. And so we're going to have coaches from all over plugging people into this, okay? So that's how that's going to work. Now, again, the registration begins tonight, so on your paper you can write that in there. Today is November 2nd. Registration will end on November 16th, okay? So online, pay attention to that. It gives all of us 2 weeks to be able to invite other people. And if you're just getting started even on your nutrition plan, or maybe you're getting refocused on your nutrition plan with a 3-day starter kit, you're going to get results in 2 or 3 days and be down 2 or 3 pounds already. So guess what? You'll be able to tell people like right away, oh my gosh, you joined this challenge. I'm already getting great results. You should come and join with me. And let's get healthy during the holidays when everybody else is gaining weight. We'll be losing weight. And that's fun. So we've got 2 weeks to do that, okay? So again, now for those of you in the room, we know that being here is really important, okay? And so what we're going to do is we're going to have a couple of different things that we're going to do for one of our prizes for those that are in the room locally. One is if you come in and you get on the scale and you gain a pound, more than 1 pound during the week, you're going to actually have a $1 penalty that you're going to pay into the pot. We're going to use that for our secret prize winner at the end. It's going to be the person who loses the most inches. Now we can't measure the people that are online, so this is special just for you guys. And we're gonna have some extra things that are happening just for you guys in the room, just because you're here locally, okay? The other thing is that, again, absenteeism. We really know that if you're not plugged into the lessons, you tend to not get the best results. So it's one thing to join a challenge, it's a different thing to finish a challenge. How many can attest to that, right? And I think there's been times when we've all seen people that have joined and not finished. And it's amazing to see how they get off track very easily. They give themselves excuses. We don't want that for you. So that's how that's going to be. So there's going to be a penalty if you miss additional classes. Again, you're going to owe a $5 penalty into the pot, which again is going to be for our inch loser in the room. Let's see, what else haven't I covered? Point number 10, make sure each week that you bring your folder. We've added a new item into your folder that you can actually take notes and be able to write some things down, so you'll see that in there. And this is the way the cash pot prizes are going to work, okay? So, which is a little different. I did not get a chance to update this on the form. But just so everybody knows, 100% of the pot, once registration closes, is in the pot, all right? I don't make any of the money, except I'm going to win. But I don't get any of the money, okay? I'm in it just like you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 40% of the pot, and we're going to have a first place winner here locally, and we're going to have a first place winner online. Woo. So all of you guys that are online plugging in from around the country, you know, if we got $400, $500, $600 in the pot, right, 40% of the winner. And online, it's going to be winner take all. So you guys really want to be focused on. Here locally, what we're going to do is we're going to take the other 40%, we're going to have a first place winner, and then the other 20%, we're going to have a second place winner. Again, because you guys are local, you're coming out, and we're going to give you a little extra incentive for being here every week by having that second prize pot. So that's an adjustment that's on your sheet, okay? Which is point number 12, all right, on your sheet. So first place is going to be 40%. Second place is going to be 20%, and then third place is going to be the inch loser, which is going to be the naughty pot, okay? And I apologize, I didn't get that corrected on there. On your online sheets for your rules, it's all spelled out there for you guys, okay? So you guys are all set. And then again, winners are going to be based solely on percentage of body weight lost. Now this is important because it makes it fair for everybody. You know, there's actually a myth out there that men lose weight differently, you know, faster than women. That's actually not true. I've been in part of many challenges where the guys have not gone home with the cash, and the winner, the top 2 or 3 people, was ladies. So ladies, you got every advantage because it's based on percent. The difference is what you do. The difference is what you guys do as far as how focused you are, okay? Now, the most important part of the rule sheet is the bottom part, okay? And on the bottom part, you guys, again, you're going to see this, and your coach will email you a copy, is what we're calling your commitment statement. And this is so important because I think it's really good for you to be able to make a commitment. Can you see me over there, right? Yeah. To make a commitment to yourself, to make a commitment to your family, to make a commitment to the challenge. Because again, we see a lot of people start, but a lot of people don't always finish. And so you can just read through here. First of all, this is not some magic, get quick, you know, fast, rapid diet, okay? This isn't like, you know, starve yourself to death and lose weight. We're going to be talking about healthy weight loss and a nutrition plan, okay? So this is not a quick fix, okay? So we want you to commit to your nutrition plan because, again, our coaching and our program is going to work when you follow the steps, okay? If I went to an investment banker and I said, listen, by the time I'm 50, I want to have $1 million in the bank. How many think that would be a good idea, right? But if the investment banker gives me a step-by-step plan to follow and I don't do the work, can I be mad at the investment banker because I don't have $1 million in the bank? No, right? I can only be mad at myself. I can only be disappointed with myself. So again, we want to make sure that you're committed to yourself, all right? So I want you to read through this statement, and then we're going to have you sign it, okay? And such. Now, I'm going to take a picture of the ones that are in the room. I'm going to take a picture of yours signed, and you can keep the form. This way, everybody gets the rules, and we're all on the same page. Hey, young lady, it's good to see you. So, so even more people are showing up. It's amazing, right? Awesome. All right, so that's kind of the rules, all right? So the other thing that we really want to talk about is your attitude during a weight loss challenge, okay? So here's the thing, attitude is one of those critical things. My pastor always said, used to say this, he says that your attitude determines your altitude. the better off that you want to be is going to be all based on your frame of mind. And it can be really easy to get discouraged sometimes if the scale isn't going the right way, or if you think you had a bad day. But when we come into the weight loss challenge, we want it to always be positive. So in here, if you did have a bad day, we're going to just say, don't share that, right? Talk to your coach about it. Let your coach know what's going on and stuff. But here, we want to always be positive. On our Facebook page, we always want to be positive. When you're asking questions and stuff, we all go through struggles. That's okay. But what we want to do is we want to frame it from a positive standpoint, okay? So your attitude is critical, all right? And again, it's okay to hit a plateau. That's normal, right? It's okay to have a bad day. That's normal. But what we don't want is a bad day because of our attitude to turn into a bad 2 days, to turn into a bad week, and then the next thing you know, you've quit. And you've given up on yourself. And so we don't want that. The other thing that we want to do is we want you to set a goal, okay? So for everybody online and for everybody in the room, I want you to think about what your goal is for this 6-week weight loss challenge. Now, again, you might have a goal of maybe losing 30 or 40 or 50 pounds or whatever it might be. Maybe your goal is to get into a certain, not a weight goal, but maybe you want to fit into a certain dress or pant size. You might say to yourself, well, hey, I'd like to be able to run a 5K marathon. You might be able to say, hey, I'd like to be able to do 50 push-ups in a minute. It doesn't matter what your goal is, but I want you to write it down. Because the thing is you're going to have a long-term goal, and then you're going to have a short-term goal. Long-term, when I first started, I thought I needed to lose about 30 pounds. I ended up losing 53 pounds, and I'll tell you my story in a second. But what was so encouraging was that for the weight loss challenge, I knew that I had a short-term goal. Because if you have a 50-pound goal, it's not possible to lose 50 pounds in 6 weeks. I mean, it's just not possible, right? So, unless you got some sort of major disease, I guess. Let's put that disclaimer on there, right? I guess that could be the case. But in a healthy way, it's not possible to lose 50 pounds. But in the next 6 weeks, could I lose 1 to 2 pounds a week? Or 3 pounds? That's possible. So you don't want to, you want to have a realistic goal, but you want to stretch yourself at the same time. So again, minimum, I would think, well, geez, I'm in a weight loss challenge and I want to win. At least, shooting for 8 to 10% of body weight loss is a good goal. We see a lot of our winners, 8, 9, 10% body weight. So if you took your current weight and you multiplied it by, let's say, 10.10, that would kind of give you an idea. If I wanted to lose 10% weight, I'd have to lose maybe whatever, 18 pounds, 15 pounds, 30 pounds, whatever your number is. Okay, great. So how do I break that down into a weekly goal? If my goal was to lose 12 pounds in the next 6 weeks, I know I'd have to lose 2 pounds a week. So you want to make that your goal. That's your goal written down so that you have a plan to follow and you can talk to your coach about that. Because again, your coach is there to keep you on track. Does that make sense for everybody? Yes, online we're good? Yes? Awesome. Okay, so the other thing is we do have a Facebook page that you can like us on Facebook page. We would encourage you to do that. Once we're friends on Facebook, we invite you into our Transforming Lives Club. It's a secret private group on Facebook if you're on Facebook. And there, our coaches and ourselves, we share articles, recipes, motivation, all kinds of different things that we share inside of the private group so that way you're able to stay connected to us no matter where you live. And again, remember, we've got people on already the Zoom from New York. They're dialing in from all over the place and stuff like that. So, which is really cool, okay? So, everybody's good on the rules?